Hello, Troy A. Shadowingtronics, still taking up part of Art Sound for the last 2 days, and I will hopefully be doing something with the background tomorrow on the final episode for 2021. But I got a couple of minor cleanups that I need to get done before I go ahead and call it. Some stuff from a couple previous episodes. So this may be a short one. I wanted to make sure I showed these things off. First off, in Clip Studio, I was trying to show you in the coloring stage edition, I think it was a coloring stage episode, is a little trick. Let's see here. Here's the picture. Here's Reconstruction Batman as we've been working on him. And I tried showing you, bringing this up where I selected the colors from. If you drag this over into this area here, it splits off and forms its own window. And you can use this here. It's basically a second canvas. So you don't have to go back and forth. The only thing is, and the reason it didn't show up is that this basically just formed its own window. So if you look down here, Clip Studio Paint, and then this image, and then this window. So I basically made a second window. And this is one way you can use this for reference. I don't like doing that way. It's a bit problematic. Save. So that's why I prefer to use the sub view. So if I open it up here, it brings up this, and I just select that way, and there it is. I can zoom in on this. I can make this bigger if I wanted to. The only thing is it messes up everything else over here, so it's easier to just kind of zoom in on it, move it into position. I can switch this to the eyedropper, and then I can select colors from the screen. So that's what I was trying to show you, but it didn't pick up because this came up in a different window, and I don't know why. I'm assuming this menu comes up. It's coming up right now, and it didn't before. So that's what I was trying to show you there. Now the other thing I wanted to show you real quick. Here is the art mannequin that I was talking about in the was it the penciling stick? No, in the early episodes, early part of the draw week. This is, I call him Manny. He's the regular art mannequin, but you notice here he doesn't have the same kind of waist. It's almost like he's wearing a skirt. So I should have brought him out. Bringing out Hyoga again. You notice he's got like the waist here, so I can properly show the waist articulation from where the legs would come from the torso. So I could do, if I wanted to show him doing a flying kick, I can show it a lot easier. With this, I can't really see where it comes in from the it's kind of limited in posing down here, but this is still good for upper body posing, and maybe I could get some idea on where the legs would be and how that affects where the body is. But for the most part, this really isn't as good for the action poses that I would like. They do make mannequins, and I want to get some. There's a male one and a female one that look more like action figures, but they don't have, hair and clothes. It's just a generic Ken type body. We get no hair, no colors to confuse, and they also have these swappable hands because I think they're made by the same people who make the Figure Arts figures. And then they come with little accessories. You can hold them on little accessories. It's like a physical version of the 3D drawing doll. yeah, so this stuff I just wanted to make sure that I got in. Last week has been kind of difficult, so I didn't get to form the whole thing. So here's a little preview of what I want to talk about tomorrow on the Art Sound Off finale. As I mentioned before, I got a audio reply on my question about charging for work, and so I want to go listen to that again to make sure I get all the points across. But then I also have a few comments of my own about that, maybe further questions for another time or something. So I want to get into that. Of course, I want to finish drawing the background for the Reconstruction Zone Batman, and kind of make a wrap-up analysis of what's going to happen. But this is all I had time to record today. I just wanted to make sure that you saw those things I was talking about in Clip Studio Paint and when I was talking about the mannequin, because sometimes it's one of the benefits of doing this in video form instead of the usual audio form that most of the Art Sound Off participants over the years have used, is that I get to show you a few things that I normally don't get to show off. Usually my videos are reviews or convention coverage or stuff like that, so that's kind of one of the things that make Art Sound Off different. I don't really want to do a lot of artistic videos like that because I'm still a rank amateur myself. You've seen me doing the Reconstruction Zone Batman piece, so you've got an idea of what my art skills are like, and I'm really I'm kind of learning a lot myself. This is more of, so when I talk about the drawing side of things, it's more about stuff that I've learned, stuff that I picked up, stuff that I'm thinking about, and stuff that maybe I can get some answers on, or maybe it's stuff you're thinking about and surprised you're not the only one, that sort of thing. So tomorrow we will wrap up Art Sound Off for 2021, and then I get everything all set for Christmas. I gotta do some cleaning in that corner so I can set up my Christmas decorations, and a bunch of other things. The TV was a donation. Somebody, my uncle passed away, and he had that in his little bar area, and my aunt didn't have a use for it, so that's why I got that. Because I couldn't afford to buy a TV right now. Then I still got I don't know if you can see it. My old TV, which is still good. I can still play old games and stuff on it. So it was fine, but inheriting a television is not bad either. So just in case any of you have seen it and wondering, wait a minute, if he's broke, why has he got a rather new television? That's why. Because I can't afford anything right now. Just I'm kind of rambling this foot, trying to make it to the 15-minute mark, because this is going to be way shorter than normal. But last week, I had more important things to take care of, and I did it. And the videos that I did were just kind of distractions, but I couldn't quite do the way I. Yeah, now I really am rambling. So, if you want to check out the stuff that I do all year round, including this year's Christmas Spotlight, head over to bwspotlight.com. Christmas Spotlight starts December 1st, where I'll be trying to throw in as many Christmas-themed articles as I can around the regular articles, and then also Jake and Leon celebrate Christmas in their own way. And if you want to find out what Art Sound Off is and maybe take part next year, head over to artsoundoff.com. So I'll see you tomorrow as we finish the drawing. And until then, I wish you all happy creating.